Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to make a headband with upcycled materials in 2 minutes. Is that even possible? Why, yes it is. As you see right here, I have a waistband that I have cut off of a pair of leggings that I used to do another tutorial on pom-poms that you can check out. And as you can see, as I'm moving this waistband that I've cut out around, it has this jagged edge right now. And what we need to do is carefully snip off that jagged edge so that it is nice and flush with the serger stitching that's on the edge here, so that it looks like it has a nice clean finish just like that. See how it's nice and flat and clean looking. This headband will have a right and a wrong side, as you can see. So we want to make sure we're using a pair of very sharp scissors. These are my fabric scissors. I love these scissors. You get a really nice clean cut. And you just want to go as close to that edge as possible. You want to make sure that you're not cutting any of those serger stitches, of course. You want to keep those nice and pristine so that you can make sure that the headband looks as well as it can. Now in this video I'm cutting carefully, I'm doing all this explaining, so it's obviously taking me more than 2 minutes, but if you have a pair of leggings that, for example, you have cut a waistband out of to use for a different project, a different upcycle project, what a great way to utilize all of the pieces of that piece of clothing that you use to upcycle. So now I've been able to cleanly snip off all of those jagged edges, and I'm just making sure that my elastic now is all facing the same way, and I don't have any elastic that's bunched up or has internally folded the wrong way. I love this pattern. I think it's a great pattern. It's going to make a really nice headband in terms of being really colorful and going with a lot of different things. So the next thing we need to do is size our headband, because of course there's no guarantee that the size of our waist is the same size as what we need for around our head. Okay, meet my friend Sheila. She's my foam head. And we need her. We need her help to adjust the sizing of our upcycled headband here. So now I'm just going to place the headband where I normally would, around my own head. She has a great size, normal standard head. So I've just placed that around where a headband would normally lay, and now I'm going to just pull it taut. I'm not pulling a whole bunch. I'm just pulling so that when I have the headband in my head, it is not going to fall out. Well, yeah, now oops, Sheila, I'm sorry, you lost your hair. No, Cynthia, why did you make me lose my hair? It's okay, Sheila. Well, you'll get your hair back later. So now what we want to do, that I have held with my thumbnail there, the section where I need to take this to my machine and stitch it right across that section. And Sheila, I told you I'd give you your hair back. Now I have taken this strip and just done a straight stitch on my machine, and I'm just going to cut off these little pieces of thread that are hanging off here. I did run it through the machine several times. I back stitched to make sure that it was nice and secure stitch. And just clean it up because I want it to look nice. Obviously, this is the wrong side of the headband, and it will look nice and clean when it's on my or Sheila's head. And now I am going to take my scissors and make sure I have a nice clean cut to take off that excess piece. And you see how nice that's going to look, nice and finished after I cut off that excess. Even though it will be hidden at the nape of your neck, regardless, we still want things to look nice and finished. So I've used my super sharp scissors to cut that pretty close because I have a nice strong binding there. And now I have a finished headband. So I can not only give Sheila back her hair, I can place the headband on her head. Now I have the right side facing out, and I have the surged side towards the back, and that soft rounded edge towards the front. And you end up with a super funky looking headband. And it's really comfortable because this is a knit fabric. It's t-shirt fabric, regular leggings or cotton leggings. And you could also try to do this with, for example, a hem or even a neck that's left from a t-shirt that you've upcycled. So I hope this gives you a great idea for how to upcycle that last piece of fabric you might have left over from an upcycle project in a really cool, usable way. Enjoy! Oh, Sheila's happy. Thank you, Cynthia. I love my headband.